Unit 2.
수업 절차. 1. 인사, 간단한 대화.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yes. How about you?
I had a great weekend with my family. You know, you look rather down today. Is something wrong?
No, it's just that I feel sleepy after eating lunch.
Haha, that's why.
평상시 인사.
Hello, class. Good morning, everyone.
How are you doing? How are you getting along? How are you all? How's everything? How are things with you? What's up? How have you been?
How do you feel today? How are you feeling today?
Is everything okay?
I hope you are all feeling well.
I'm good. Great. I'm fine.
Thank you. I feel wonderful today. Couldn't be better.
Things are fine. Everything is going well. Pretty good.
Nothing special. Not bad. So.
So far, so good. Same as usual. Same as always. Not well. Not good. Not very well. Not so great.
간단한 대화.
Did you have a good weekend? I hope you had a nice weekend.
Can you tell us about your weekend?
Please tell me how you spent your holiday. Great to see you all bright and happy.
You look all exhausted. What's the matter?
It's Monday, the beginning of a new week. This is the last class of this week. A month has passed already. It's a lovely afternoon. What lovely weather. It's a little bit chilly this morning. It's getting cold. Take care not to catch a cold.
The fine dust level is high today.
Did you enjoy your lunch? What was on today's lunch menu? Did you enjoy the picnic yesterday? I like your jacket today, Mina.
Siwon, did you have your hair cut? You look great. You have a new hairstyle.
이. 출석 체크.
Is everyone here? I see an empty seat. Let's check the attendance. So, Minjun is absent. Does anybody know why Minjun isn't here?
He went home because he's sick.
Oh, that's too bad.
출석 부르기.
Is everyone here? Let's see if everyone is here. Let's check the attendance. Where's the register?
Please get me the register from the teacher's room.
I'm going to call the roll. I'll call your names. I'm going to call your names in alphabetical order. Please answer when I call your names. As I read your names, say, present. When I call your number, say, yes. When you hear your name, please raise your hand.
When I call your names, please say here and put your hand up.
Great, everyone is present. No one is missing. Everybody is here today.
결석자 확인.
Let's see if anyone is missing. No one is absent? Is there anyone absent? Is anybody absent today? Let's see who's absent. Who's absent there? Who isn't here? Who's missing? I don't see 2 students. Where are these people? I see 2 empty seats. What's that empty seat?
Does anybody know why Jungwon isn't here? Do you know where Jungwon is?
Can anyone tell me where he is? Has anybody seen him today? Try not to miss school. Don't miss the class without prior notice. If you have to miss the class, please call me in advance.
If you need to go to the nurse's office, please let me know before you go.
지난 시간 결석자 확인.
Who wasn't here last week? Who missed the last lesson? Who was away last Wednesday? Why weren't you here last time? Where were you last time? Where were you yesterday? Why did you miss the last lesson? What happened to you last time?
Were you away on vacation?
Have you been ill? I heard that you were sick. Are you okay now? Do you feel better now? I'm glad you're back. Good to have you back in class again.
You've been absent too many times.
(3) 진도 확인.
What page are we on?
Page 20.
Did we finish the activity on page 19 last time?
Yes, we did.
We're slightly behind schedule. Let's speed up.
진도 확인.
Where are we at? Where are we up to? Where did we leave off? How far have we gone? Where did we stop? How far did we get last time? What were we doing? Where do we have to start from today? Which number are we on? Which page are we on? Is it page 25? We're on page 20. We finished page 19 last time, so it is page 20 today. Let's start from page 20, second paragraph. Today, we are going to start a new lesson. We were about
To learn some grammar in the last lesson.
Did we finish the listening section? Didn't I say we were going to take a word test today? Who doesn't know where we're at? Please tell your neighbor where we are at.
진도 맞추기.
Good. We're just on schedule. We're right on track. Your class is way ahead of schedule. We're slightly behind schedule. We're falling behind. We have a very tight schedule. We have to hurry. We'd better speed up. We have no time to lose. I think we need to slow down a bit. You need some makeup classes. I'll give you some self-study time today.
(4) 지난 수업 복습.
Do you remember what we learned in our previous lesson?
We learned how to make negative sentences.
You're right. Anything else?
We learned some new expressions.
That's right. Can anybody tell me what they were? Oh dear, many of you don't remember what we learned last time.
복습하기.
There's something we have to do before we start today's lesson. What is it? Let's review our last lesson. Let's go over the previous lesson. Let's review what we did last time. Let's go over it again. Let's run through it again. Let's have a look at it again. Shall we review it quickly? I'd like to review Lesson 2 just briefly. Let's quickly remember the things we learned last time. Before we start, let's review what we learned last week. Before we go on, let's have a short review of our previous lesson. Turn to page 33 and review what we learned. I'll ask you some questions about our previous lesson.
배운 내용 질문하기.
What did we learn? What did we talk about last time? What were the expressions we learned yesterday? What did we practice in our Tuesday lesson? Do you remember what we did last time? Do you remember what we read about last time? Can anyone tell me what we learned in our previous lesson? What's the most important thing from the last lesson? What do you remember the most from our previous lesson?
There were 3 things you must remember from the last lesson.
Let's see how much you can remember from the last lesson. These are the expressions we learned last time. Do you all remember? Put your hand up if you remember. We learned how to write an email in our last lesson. Shall we sing the song we learned last time? Do you have any questions on what we learned in our previous lesson? Who doesn't understand the things we learned in our last lesson? You studied really hard last time. You all remember the things we did last time really well. Many of you don't remember what we learned last time. You didn't review it all at home, did you?
오. 숙제 검사.
You had some homework, right? What was it?
Writing a poem.
Right, I remember. Please take out your homework. Sohee, where's your homework?
Sorry, I forgot to bring it. I left it at home.
Don't forget to bring your homework next time.
I won't forget it next time.
숙제 내용 확인.
What was the homework?
Did we have any homework?
You had some homework, right? What did I tell you to do as homework? The homework from our last lesson was to write about yourselves. You should have done exercise 1 for your homework. Was the deadline too soon? Do you need more time for your homework?
숙제 검사.
Time to check homework. Have you done the homework? Did you bring your homework? Please take out your homework. Please show me your homework. I'm going to check your homework now. Let's see what you have done. Open your notebook and show me your homework. Flip the pages so that I can check your homework. Please show me the very last page of your homework. I'll stamp on your homework. Don't borrow other people's homework.
숙제 제출.
Please hand in your homework. Please turn in your notebooks. Please hand it in now.
Pass your homework to the front. Put your homework on my desk.
Please put it on the teacher's desk. People sitting at the back, please gather all the homework.
The last person in each row, please collect the homework.
Submit your homework to the class president. Class president, please collect the homework and bring it to me. Will you collect the notebooks for me? Bring your homework to me after class. Have you all turned in your homework? I'll check the people who haven't turned in the worksheet. Check your numbers and names on the cover before you hand it in. You must submit your homework before you go home. Don't forget to turn in your homework on time. I'm not receiving any homework from this moment on.
숙제를 안 가져왔을 때.
Where's your homework? Why didn't you do your homework? Why were you unable to do your homework? Tell me why you don't have your homework with you. I told you to submit your homework by today, didn't I? Who forgot to bring the homework? Those who didn't bring their homework, please bring it by tomorrow. People who don't bring homework on time will lose 5 points. I'll check your homework again next time. Those who haven't finished their homework yet must finish it before lunchtime. Bring it to me by the end of today in person. Stay behind after school and do your homework.
숙제 검사 결과.
I've finished checking your homework. I'll give your homework back. I'll leave your homework here. Take yours when you go out. Everyone has turned in homework on time. You all did a good job on your homework. Some of your homework was really great. I'm impressed with your homework. Did you do this homework all by yourself?
육. 학습 내용 안내.
What's the title of today's lesson?
Greeting.
I can't hear you. Please read the title all together.
Greeting.
Thank you. The title of today's lesson is Greeting. Can you guess what we're going to learn today through the title?
제목 확인.
What's the title of today's lesson? Give me the title, please. Could you please read the title? Let's all read the title together. Let's check the title of Lesson 3. Please read out the title of Lesson 3. The title of today's lesson is Greeting. I'll write the title on the blackboard. Who knows what the title means? What does the title tell you? The title tells us what we're going to learn in this lesson. Can you guess what we're going to learn today through the title? Shall we have a look at the title of the next lesson?
학습 내용 소개.
Here's what we'll do today. Here are the things we'll be learning today. This is what we're going to do today. Let's have a look at what we're going to do today. We are going to study Lesson 2. We'll finish off Lesson 2 today. We'll continue what we did last time. We'll play a game today. We'll be doing some reading and writing. You'll be working on a newspaper article. We are going to learn how to write a poem. I'll teach you how to write an email.
I'm going to show you a short video today.
학습 목표 제시.
These are the goals for today's lesson. The goals for today's lesson are as follows. The goals for this lesson are written on the board. You can see the lesson goals on page 11. It's very important to know the goals. Lesson goals tell us where to be headed. There are 5 goals for this lesson. These goals are the most important point of today's lesson. Let's all read the lesson goals one by one. Please read the goals all together with a loud voice. First, we are able to make questions. Second, we are able to use the expression, "How can I find?" Again, what are the goals for today's lesson? Everybody, please keep these goals in mind. Let's make sure that we achieve all the goals. We'll be able to do all these at the end of the lesson.
칠. 본 수업 들어가기.
Now, let's get on with the main lesson. Is everybody ready to start the lesson?
Yes, Miss Kim.
Okay, let's start by reading the text. Open your books to page 25.
Warming up.
Shall we warm up before we begin our main lesson?
Before we start, I'd like you to talk about this topic with your neighbors.
It would be better if we listened to a song before starting off. How about singing the pop song we learned yesterday before we start? You don't seem to be ready yet. I guess it's too early in the morning. Let's do some stretching before we start. Let's yawn with a stretch. Shall we do some brainstorming? What do you know about this topic? I'm going to check your background knowledge. Let's watch an exciting video before we look at the book.
I found a related video on YouTube. Let's watch it together.
Let's make a word map. Shout out all the words you know that are related to this topic. Let's study some vocabulary before we read the text. First, we'll have a look at the new words in this lesson. I want you to think about some things before we start the lesson. What does the picture below the title tell you? I'll tell you a short story related to this topic. I'd like to start with a short story. This is a story I heard on TV yesterday.
본 수업 시작.
Now, let's start today's lesson. Shall we begin today's lesson? Let's get on with the lesson. Time to get to the point. It's reading time, am I right? Now we know our goals. Let's get started. Now we have finished reviewing. Let's go on to today's lesson. Is everybody ready to start the lesson? Are you ready to move on to the main activity? I think we are ready to start now. Shall we start now? All right, can we start now? We're on lesson 2 today, right? Let's start by reading the text.
(8) 형성평가.
It's time for a quiz.
No!
Don't worry. It's easy if you have listened to the lesson carefully.
But still.
I won't grade the scores. Is it fair enough?
All right.
Get ready now. All you need is a piece of paper and a pencil on your desk.
형성평가 안내.
What did I say we'll do at the end of each lesson? We'll have a simple test. We'll always have a short test at the end of each lesson. It's a quiz to check how much you have understood the lesson. Though it's a test, there's no need to worry. It's easy if you have listened to the lesson carefully. I'll see how well you have listened to my lesson. I won't grade the scores. The scores will be graded. It's 1 point for each question.
쪽지시험 볼 준비.
Quiz time! It's time for a quiz. Let's take a quiz. We're going to have a short listening test. Please clear your desks. Get a piece of paper ready. All you need is a piece of paper and a pencil on the desk. I'll hand out the test papers. Please take a sheet and pass the rest to the back. Have you all got the exercise sheets? Are you ready for the quiz? Are you ready to take the quiz?
문제 풀고 답 맞추기.
Answer the questions on the handout. Try to remember what you have learned today and answer the questions. Try your best to answer the quiz. Listen carefully and choose the right answers. Write down the answers on the paper. You have to fill in the blanks with the right answer. Don't cheat and sit straight.
No talking during the quiz. You shouldn't be looking at your neighbor's answers. Don't look at your friend's answer sheet.
I'll call out the answers. Check the answers on page 11. Look at the screen to check the answers.
Take out your books and find the answers. Exchange your answer sheet with your seatmate and mark it.
(9) 마무리.
It's nearly time to finish. let's wrap up.
Don't we have to finish this?
That's enough. Please finish it off at home. Let's review today's lesson. Look at the screen. These are the things we have learned today.
수업 정리.
It's nearly time to finish. It's nearly the end of the class. It's almost time to stop now.
The bell will ring soon. Let's finish the lesson.
Everybody, please stop what you're doing now. That's enough. Let's wrap up. It's time to wrap up. Shall we wrap up now? Let's sum up. Who can summarize today's lesson? Let's review today's lesson. What did we learn today? We have learned how to interview people in this lesson. These are the things we have learned today. What you have learned today is really important. Is there anything that you don't understand from today's lesson? Did we accomplish our goals? We have now finished Lesson 4. At last, Unit 4 is over.
숙제 내기.
You have homework today. There's no homework for today. This is your homework for today. Before we finish, I have some homework for you. I'm not going to give you any homework this time. Read the text 5 times. Translate this part at home. Write the passage 3 times. Copy the text twice in your notebook. Please finish off the writing at home. Listen to the CD more than 3 times. Your homework is to memorize these words. As for homework, memorize this dialogue. Your homework is to finish the table on page 22. Practice your roles at home. Please do the rest at home. Don't forget to do your homework.
숙제 제출 방법 및 기한.
Email it to me.
Send your homework to this email address.
Please upload your homework on our class homepage. Do your homework with a pencil, not with the computer. Do this over the weekend. Please turn in your homework tomorrow. Please hand in your homework in the next class.
Submit your homework next time we meet.
I'm going to check your homework in our next lesson. Don't forget to bring your homework in for our next class. Please complete the worksheet before the next class. Until next time, be sure to practice the expressions. You have to do your homework by next Tuesday. The deadline is March 30th. It's due next Wednesday.
10. 다음 수업 예고.
When is our next lesson?
This Thursday.
That's right. Do you know what we're going to do that day?
No idea.
We'll make a role play with the text we have learned today. Please decide which role you would like to act out and practice the lines.
다음 시간 준비물.
We need some supplies next time. You have to bring some supplies for the next lesson. I have written the supplies for the next class on the blackboard. These are what you are going to need next time. Please write down the list of supplies in your notebook. Please don't forget to bring some photos for the next class. We're going to make cards, so what do we need? Please have scissors, glue, and some colored paper ready. Again, what were the things you have to bring? Don't forget to bring the supplies. You can't do anything without the supplies. You can buy them at the stationery store in front of the school. If you already have it at home, you can bring it. If you don't have it, borrow it from your friend. Pack your supplies as soon as you get home. Please put your supplies in your bag before going to bed.
다음 차시 예고.
Our next lesson is on Monday, right? Do you know what we're going to do in the next class? Let's preview what we're going to do next time. Here are the things we'll do in the next lesson. We'll do lesson 5 in our next class. We are going to go on to page 9 next time. We'll start from here next time. Let's finish the rest of this in our next class. We'll continue with what we were doing today. We are going to continue working on this chapter in our next lesson. Our next lesson is a listening section. Let's meet in the lab next time. The native English teacher will join us in our next class. On Thursday, we'll make a role play with the text. Next time, we'll learn to make an invitation card. In our next lesson, we'll talk about pets.
We'll be watching a movie in the hall next time.
We don't have the English class next time because of the sports event.
예습할 내용.
Please preview the next lesson. Please preview pages 4 to 6 at home. Have a quick look at lesson 4 before you come to the next class. I'd like you to read the text at home before coming to the class. It would be wonderful if you read the article beforehand. It'll be very helpful if you read the text in advance. Please be well prepared for the next lesson.
(11) 수업 마치고 인사하기.
Was that the bell?
Yeah.
All right then, let's finish here. Did you have fun today?
Yes, it was fun.
Glad to hear that. See you next time.
수업 마치기.
It's time to finish. We've run out of time. Time seems to fly. Let's finish here. That's all for today. That's all for today's lesson. Let's call it a day. I think I should stop here. Shall we stop now? I think we have done enough today. You did a good job today. Did you have fun today? Did you enjoy the lesson? Was the lesson interesting? I hope you found this lesson useful.
수업 마치는 종.
There's the bell. The bell is ringing now. Here goes the bell now. The bell just rang. Was that the bell? Wait, the bell hasn't rung yet. The bell is going to ring at any moment. We have about 2 minutes before the bell rings.
The bell will ring in 5 minutes.
헤어지는 인사.
Goodbye. See you again. See you next time. See you on Friday. We'll meet again next week. Let's meet again next time. I'll see you again after the vacation. Enjoy your lunch. Have a nice day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Take care. Until next time, take care. Now it's time to say goodbye. I'll look forward to our next lesson. I'm going to miss you.